Good morning, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Tuesday, May the 5th, 2020. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's see where we left off with the market yesterday. So here's the SPX. We're showing a double inside month right now. Right, this candle is contained by this candle, and this candle is contained by this candle. Double inside month. Big month in April, right? Huge bounce off the cloud, got over the monthly mid-Bollinger Band, but this month here was still below it, although they're trying to do their job to push it back up. Weekly chart last week, pretty bearish, right? But couldn't get any follow through the downside so far, so it seems to be holding up right now. We'll take a look at the futures in a little bit and see where we are. Daily chart, again, breakdown below the upward trend line. Bearish candle on Friday. Got a little bit of follow through the downside, but like we said, they held the cloud in the 21 EMA and got a decent bounce off of that yesterday, albeit on low volume. How do we know it's low volume? We go to the SPY or the S&P futures, and we can see, we look at the volume candles and see if, how it compares, well, to the Corona crash use volume. And we're about, it's kind of the same size here in this little grind up here before the crash happened. So, but it is what it is, right? If you're going to have low volume, right, you still grind your way up. It doesn't mean price isn't going up. So nice move there. We're contained between the 80 EMA and the 21 EMA. Let's take a look and see how the SPY is behaving this morning. Pretty good here as it holds its trend lines up this morning. It gave a little bit of a down move here this morning, so it's showing a little bit of nervousness, but we'll see if how it holds going into the day today. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. Up about 29 points right now. Inside 15 so far. It's still holding the 80 EMA. Again, key levels for the S&P for the futures to hold here. We talked about this last night, right? See that resistance level right there? Once we broke through that after that double inside 15, it gave a move up, right? And now we came back and tested that. Prior resistance is now serving as a bit of support. So let's see how it does there. And then we've got a major pivot level right here, which served as resistance as well. And that's where we got that down move. So we're contained within this channel right now. So let's see if we can break out of there and possibly make our way back up to that 2880 level. Or if we break down below here, we may test 2825 and possibly into this zone right here around 2810. Same thing with the MES, of course. Very similar. Again, we're still above the 80 EMA here and contained between those levels. So good stuff. All right, well, let's check out the Qs going into today. They were the leader yesterday. Still working their way up nicely here. One of the big things with the Qs here is strong, a little bit of a bigger candle yesterday. Let's see if it can push and get above this 220 level so we can shift this trend line over and have a fresh high, fresh trend line on that one. Apple did a bond offering yesterday, and it appears to be bullish for it as it's gapping up about $2 off of yesterday's inside day and still holding its upward trend line. If we go here to the 15-minute chart, we see it's drifting up nicely. Let's even get over that pre-market box here this morning. Let's take a look at Tesla. Again, what's the first rule of Tesla? Don't short Tesla. So it's gapping up 20 points this morning so far here, and looking pretty good. Let's see if we can get back above its upward trend line here, get above those highs so we can get a fresh trend line on this one. A few earnings this morning. Shake Shack from last night. This is one that's going to be on the 15-hour radar. Again, it's a little bit choppy going into today. Sometimes Shack can move on earnings. Regeneron getting a nice move after earnings here. It looks like it had a huge beat. So let's see if we can get above this 575 level and maybe give us a gap and go this morning. NEM, Newmont Corporation. So the miners have been pretty big here during the Corona crash. So they have earnings here today too. So let's see if we can get a little bit of move off of that this morning. Maybe get over that 65 level for a potential gap and go. LITE, this is a tricky one to trade. The spreads get a little bit funky on the options, but they have earnings too if you want to keep an eye on the 15 orb on that one this morning. Wayfair from last night, W. It's actually pushing down pretty well this morning here. So let's see if we can get below this 117-ish level, and it might give us a little bit of a gap and go to the downside. Otherwise, it could do a reversal or a chop type day today. Starbucks on the 15-orb radar this morning because they said they're going to open some stores back up, so that's bullish, right? So that's so let's see how that goes. Let's see if we can get above last night's high around 75 there today. So they really held up pretty well tomorrow yesterday. From contraction leads to expansion, right? So that's what we saw there. And lastly, let's take a look. Not too many on the upgrade downgrade list, but Wells Fargo was downgraded this morning, and naturally it's gapping up with the market. It was downgraded by Atlantic Equities, whoever they are. So they set a $25 price target on it. So let's see if that what they're seeing on the stock ends up playing into its price action today. So good stuff, guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful trading day today. We'll see you guys in the lunchtime market update. And thank you, everybody, for your support and for tuning in. And stay healthy out there. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you soon.